Hello dear friends, welcome back. So in today's video I want to talk to you about how to handle pressure of exams, of not passing the first time around, and so many questions related to marriage and all that from relatives and random strangers. So friends, number one is that your life is precious. Don't let yourself to hate you, to harm you, or to give up on yourself, because you are strong, my dear. You did not come this far to give up on yourself, to give up on your life. You must never give up, because your life is precious. Number two, maybe becoming a doctor was never your passion. Maybe you did all this to please your parents or relatives who kept saying this is the only way. Believe me, if you hate or not like doing this, or even if you're afraid of seeing blood, or if you're afraid of being in that situation of being a doctor, please try to talk to your parents about what you're actually feeling, what you actually like to do in your life. But in many cases, especially Indian parents, might not even listen to you. If that's you, then the second plan is to pass this exam and to do the internship. By this time, by God's grace, relatives would have stopped with the when is he or she gonna work talk and would have moved to the next hot topic. Probably, oh, when is she gonna get married, or when is she gonna do PG? Of course, man, people are always gonna have stuff to ask. People are always, I don't know why, okay, I don't know if this is an Indian thing, I don't know, but people are always wanting to know like what you are gonna do next and when are you gonna do what. People wanna know all those things, and it's so irritating and it's so stressful, especially when we have nothing in front of us, okay? But what I want to tell you is this, but still, don't give up. Then you have an opportunity to pursue masters. That is if you know what you want to pursue, right? So you have to do your research. So there are some opportunities for people who have pursued MBBS and can pursue masters in stuff not related to becoming a doctor, that is like hospital administration or MBA or some stuff like that. There are stuff out there which people with basic as MBBS can pursue, which is not related to medical stuff. It could be like, okay, administration work. It could be being something for an insurance company. It could be something very different, but it is still there. And if you think this is only thing which you can do after doing MBBS, you are wrong. And please try to do that research, because if you are thinking this is the only way and I don't even like to do this, and maybe the only way out for me is to no, please don't think like that. There are so many options for us even after MBBS. So please do your research. God will make a way for you. God will make a way for you. So don't give up, okay? Don't give up. Even if there is no way for you, don't give up, because no job or nothing is worth you giving up your life, okay? So number 3 is breathe. Take a deep breath. Okay, take a deep breath. No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you chose this path of being a foreign medical graduate. It was not your fault that you chose this path thinking maybe this was easy, or maybe you could do it, because I did think that. I thought that, it was much more easier than what I actually had to go through, right? So please breathe. No, it's not your fault. Number 3 is you are a warrior, child. You are a warrior. You are not alive to please anyone. Believe this. You are not alive to please anyone. You're here for a reason, and that is not to please anyone. We can never please anyone, guys. Like, the truth of the matter is, we can always try to please people in our life, so that because we all have that fear of being left out. We all have that fear of what if nobody likes me and stuff like that. But the truth is, we can always try to please people, but it is never enough for them, and we just feel like waste. We just feel like, why did I even do all those things to please these people, sort of a feeling. And that's why I'm just telling you, it's not good to please people. And at the end, we will come to that point where we will hate ourselves for compromising so much, and doing harm to ourselves so that others could be happy, those type of things. So I'm telling you, you cannot please people. And breathe again, because this is like a cycle, especially when people are like really nagging you and you are in that breaking point. Remember, breathe, take a deep breath, pray, because that's the only thing which you can do at that point, right? Like, you can't do anything else. Number 4 is take mental breaks when the nagging gets to you. Take a walk, clear your mind, cry if you have to, but try to forgive. Number 5 is for people who really love to become a doctor. This was your passion, and my dear, if that is you, and if you fail, or if you are in that block right now of unable to study and all those things, believe me, nothing can stand in your way. Nothing. Nobody's words can stand in your way. Nothing can stand in your way. You must not listen to anyone who is negative. Even the other people must not listen to anyone who is negative. But I just wrote it here. And also, if it's people who actually love us, then understand that they are worried. And people in India is like this. They will try to compare us to other people, or try to be so nagging, and I think what they're expecting is for us to get that competitive spirit or something, but it never worked for me. It just made me to feel more miserable. So I just want to tell you, I don't know how it's for you, if you're being compared to other people who are actually working or who have passed the exam or something like that, or even if they're just like behind your back and stuff like that. Please remember, it's probably because they love you and they care about you and they're worried and they just don't know, man, how to behave. Okay, that is one thing about being Indian, especially the older generations and the newer generation. There is a generation gap. Okay, so it's possible they just don't know how to behave, and that's probably the reason why this is all going like this. But just try to forgive them. Try to forgive them. Try to forgive yourself if you were ever angry at your old people and stuff like that. Yeah, obviously only you know how their words are affecting you, and probably they're not intending that way to affect you, but it's all mixed up. Okay, you remind yourself why you're studying. You can do this, my dear friend. You can do this. Okay, and you guys are valuable and precious. Number 6 is just pray. God is seeing your tears. I know many times we don't have answers to their questions, but God will help us. God will help us. Number 7, no marks or anything is ever worth your life. If you are not okay mentally, seek help, seek counsel. Do not feel ashamed, or at least share your feelings with someone. Please don't give up on your life. You are special, my dear. You are special. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your life. And I know in India we still have the stigma of mental health and all those things, but I'm telling you, if you are in that situation whereby you are seriously depressed, you are getting anxious and panicky every single day because of the people in your life, or because you can't even there was a point in my life before December and all, when I would go to a grocery store, the people in the grocery store would ask me, why are you not working? Why? People would ask me stuff like, why are you not getting the vaccine? I mean, I don't even have answers to some of those questions. Okay, but just because people knew that I pursued this and all that, people will constantly ask me when is your exam, or did you pass the exam, or people will ask me what do you want to pursue in the future, and when are you gonna get married and all those things. But let me just tell you one thing, people sometimes they don't even know what to ask you, and they are just gonna ask you stuff what they think is right. But remember to breathe. Remember you are special. Remember that nothing can stand in your way. If you really are passionate about medicine, you can pass this exam. Number 4, if you are not into this that much, you are fearful of becoming a doctor, then please don't worry. But worrying cannot help you, right? Like worrying can just remove that one day from your life, so don't worry, but rather just pray, and also just do your research. Is there a way for you to do something other than to be a doctor, if you really don't like to be a doctor, right? And also the next thing is that you just never give up on yourself, man. Never give up on yourself. There are so many people in this world who failed so many times, okay, or who could not be like how their peers or their parents or their people expected them to be, but they are so much in a better place right now. And we know so many success stories like that, but I'm not even talking about the success stories, but I'm talking about people who are so normal, and people who might have even failed in their 11th or 12th and didn't know what to do next, and they just like they have a job right now and they are making a decent amount. So many things are possible in this age and in this time. It's not like the olden days where, okay, maybe if you don't have this, you can't be that or something like that, but there is always an opportunity for us. We just need to understand that and never give up on ourselves, okay? Don't give up. Even if I know how hard it is, man. I know how depressed I can get, how panicked I was, and how anxious I can get. And I understand that it's all useless. I mean, it's like, I'm not saying it's useless you can't control those emotions, but what I'm saying is like it's useless to pay attention to some people's words and to let that words to consume you and let that words to control you to a point whereby you just hate yourself and you want to just die. I'm just so against that, and I'm at that point whereby I cannot do that, and I will not do that, because I understand that this thing is not why God created me. It was not for me to die. It was not for me to be like, okay, like how these people are putting it for me, that okay, this exam is your whole life or something like that. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Okay, I want to say that to you because I know how I felt when I was being in that situations. Not once, not twice, from strangers, there was even a time when some very distant relatives came just so that they would know if I passed this exam and for how much mark did I fail or stuff like that. And it's so discouraging. I just don't understand why people are like that, but I guess I had to forgive them. It's not good to have bitter feelings towards people, right? And I'm just saying that I'm trying my best to forgive people and to not hate myself and to try my best to take breaks when I need to and to seek counsel. And I'm sharing this with you because I know it's probably not just me. It's probably not just me who is going through this hard season of people and everything. And I know for me, one big thing which is really helping me is my prayer life or my relationship with God. And I know in this channel I cannot share that side of my life, but I just want to just tell you, if you believe in God, just pray to God. If you don't believe in God, I don't really know how it works, but don't give up, okay? No matter what, don't give up. And just remember, all this will be over very soon, okay? If it is not this, God will open another door for you, okay? Or God will help you out somehow. Just don't give up on yourself, okay? So thank you, my friend, for listening to me, and thank you so much for subscribing to me. I know I don't make the best content, okay? I know that, but with all this added stress, it's very hard to make the best content and to I don't have a camera or anything, but this is something which I like doing, and that's why I do this. It relieves my stress as well. And even seeing your comments, it's so motivating for me, especially seeing so many people call me sister. It's so heartwarming and motivating, especially when you're down, and especially when you've had that days whereby, like, people would have said something and you're just down and you see these comments, and it just warms my heart. Thank you so much, guys, for your support and for being here and for not hating me and for just being kind and gentle even with me. And I hope that I can share that same love and same support and strength to you as well. So thank you so much, my brother, my sister. We can do this together. No matter what you're gonna face in your life, remember, you're not alone. You're not alone. There are so many others who are in the same boat as you, and we will get through this hardship together. No matter what is gonna stand in our way, we will get through this together. Thank you so much, my friend.